Well, hello everybody. It's Clutch here from the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. It is now, well, for you it's April. It's 29 March right now for me recording this, but yes, April's coming. However, interesting enough, it's actually colder in this garage now than it has been the last 2 months doing these videos. So it's April, or it's just about April in South Dakota, so that's just kind of the way it goes up here. But anyways, thank you for tuning back in the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. Once again, this is Comments and Beer. This is the monthly show where I go through and talk about your comments and give my responses. And so first of all, before we get going, we're going to go ahead, we're going to meet the beer for tonight. So, and no, it is not Goose Island. It is, however, and it's not Sawyer. No, it is a Dakota Point Short Track beer. It is 5.3% ABV, and once again, it's a APA. So that means it's a little bit, a little bit less heavy than your IPA. So let's see how the pouring goes. Hey, look at that. Not too bad tonight. We're getting better at this, I guess. Maybe. And the top. Ugh. It is kind of hard to pour one of those like that. All right, but anyways, like I said, the Short Track APA, and personally, I am as far as beers go, APA is my number one. I like the APAs better because and I love IPAs, but APAs are really where I like just because that little bit lighter version of IPA. The things I like about the IPA, but maybe not so much the booze factor or anything like that. I know drinking and riding's wrong, but I still do it anyway because I guess I'm evil like that. But, this is 5.2 or 5.3%, and an IPA is 6.8 to 7%. So this is a little bit less, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. So now one thing I've been doing here at the start of these comments and beer episodes is I kind of take a few minutes, kind of give my thoughts on a topic. And well, it has been it's been an interesting month, to say the least, for me. A lot of wild things going on. I'll just put it like this. I'm a federal employee, so I think that's all you need to know about that. But with all that and being in mind and being said, and I've really been struggling this month to come up with something to talk about. And frankly, you know what? I'm just going to say this. When things are getting rough and you're not liking the way things are going, I guess do your best to kind of keep yourself in a good headspace. And, for me, a lot of times that's the motorcycle. And unfortunately right now we're still in that point where we can't get it out yet. Haven't been able to yet. And also got about a month's worth of work ahead of me trying to build a carport. So there's probably not going to be a lot of riding in the next month. And so what's going to suck about that is, that's going to be out. But if you are at a place and you are where you can ride, or maybe there's something else you can do, I would recommend you definitely seek it out and do it, because sometimes that's the best way to get your mind off of something that's just bothering you. And, there's been a few things I've been doing this past month to keep my mind off of things, and part of it's been getting ready for this, to design this carport, buying tools for it, setting out things for it, and I kind of enjoy, doing stuff like that too. So that has definitely been helping for sure. But, I guess that's the thing is, and maybe that ties into more I wanted to talk about with it being the beginning of the riding season is, I got a simple challenge for you. Go wherever you live, go out, go explore a new area, go explore something new where you live. Go find a place that's a couple days away. Go take a ride somewhere. Go check out something new. Just get out and go somewhere, okay? Don't wait for your friends who are lazy and never want to come, and don't wait on everybody who never wants to come. If you got a chance to do it and you can get the time off and you can go ride, even if it's just for a couple days somewhere new, go do it. Or even just go explore the area where you live. I would be willing to bet that I'd say probably a good half of the riders I know have probably never even been down Needles Highway. And I know that's kind of a crazy thing considering how close we are to it, but I think that's legit. I've seen it. I mean, with our club, we see enough coming in and out all the time, and it does amaze me the lack of places that people go sometimes. And a lot of it's just like, well, no one, I can't get anyone to go with me, blah, blah. It's like, you know what? Just go, man. They asked me how I know the area so well. Well, the reason I know the Hills area so well with riding my motorcycle is because I went and rode my motorcycle. When I first got my motorcycle, like pretty much my days off, that's all I did on my days off is I found I went and rode somewhere on a paved road. And I hadn't been there yet, that's where I went. I mean, I went all over this side of the state. One day I rode the pier for no reason, 2.5 hours away, for no good reason at all. Rode up and down. Hell, I've rode down to Ardmore several times. There's nothing in Ardmore. It's a little tiny town down by the Nebraska border, but I've still gone down there plenty of times. So like, you know what? I ain't been there for a while. I'm just going to go right down this road because it's in the middle of nowhere somewhere and it's reasonably close to me. That's how you know all the routes. Is you just got to go ride the darn things, all right? Especially if your area is like kind of a touristy area and they've got, like most areas got some kind of like a tourist map or something. Go ahead and just find one of those maps and just start going to places on it. Because that's the only way you're going to learn how to do it. And like I said, don't wait for someone else to go with you. Don't wait for somebody else's permission. I mean, obviously make sure your bills are paid and, don't call in sick to work to go ride your motorcycle. I don't recommend that because it's amazing how the spies come out of the woodwork if you are even remotely thinking about playing hooky. But anyways, and I don't know that from experience, but anyways, like I said, go out, get on your bikes, go ride the things. Just go do it, please. Go do it. Go enjoy it. Because another thing we've learned in the last probably 6 weeks or so is we don't know what's guaranteed tomorrow. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? Who knows what's going to happen in a couple hours? So it's one of those deals where you get a chance, you get an opportunity to go do something fun you want to do. Freaking go do it and go enjoy it because nothing is guaranteed in this world. And if you're still thinking things are guaranteed in this world, I would like to know what la la land you've been living in the last 6 weeks because, things is kind of changing. But anyways, that's all I got to say on that subject before I get too crazy down a wormhole or something. So anyways, hopefully that made some sense. But now that we've got that done, let's go to some current commercials. Well, hello there. It's your friend Clutch again. And you're already hearing for a video from me. And, well, this is the time for your stereotypical ad break. But this isn't your average ad break. No, this is by my good old-fashioned memberships here. So, for $2.99 a month, it ain't a lot of money. You get some cool stuff. Like, you get to have a loyalty badge next to your name and comments when your live chat's just a little Sodak motorcycle blog logo. It's pretty cool. Also, whenever I make a new video, whenever I upload it, you get to see it right away. Whether that's 3 days before the video or weeks or even months ahead of time. When I upload that video, it goes out to all the members right away. Also, priority reply to comments. Meaning, you leave a comment on one of my videos, guess what? I will reply to that comment on that video within 48 hours. You'll still be featured on Comments and Beer, but I will actually go in there and reply to your comment within 48 hours on YouTube. That's the guarantee I'm going to give you. So, once again, $2.99 a month, helps the blog out a little bit, helps me out a little bit, just a little cash in the pocket, right, for all my hard work. But anyways, if you're interested in checking out the video, please visit the link down below in the little comment area or the little description area there. It'll take you right to it. But anyways, that's it for now. Back to the show. And we are back. So, here we are. It's time for the comments. So, first comment this month comes from GL Bell 4024. This is from the WTF Sturgis Rally demo. That's when I took that little Riker out. And they say, my Spider RT is very stable in high winds as well. I love my mic. Be safe. Great job. So, kind of touched on, once again, one of the great things about just the Spiders in general. They're a very stable machine. About the only time I've ever thought like a Spider wasn't stable was probably the first time I took on one. And the main reason it wasn't stable is because I was sitting there, I was subconsciously still trying to counter steer, which is what you do kind of naturally on 2 wheels. Well, it doesn't work on 3 wheels. And when you do it on 3 wheels, you kind of just do this number and it's kind of weird and woozy and unnerving. So, but yes, all the Spiders are very stable. Even in that video where I get a little sideways, it's still it wasn't it wasn't it was more of a, oh wow, we did go sideways. It wasn't a, oh crap, we're going sideways, I don't know what to do. It seemed to be a very clean and very tidy you know, kind of, I guess what we're trying to do, kind of a very, very nice and tidy skid for sure. That absolutely so. Although that's one thing with something like that, you can push it a little bit more because it is on 3 wheels. But yeah, I think they're very stable and interesting. I'd like to see it in really high winds, but I can imagine that they'd still be pretty stable in high winds anyway. And like I said, we have experience right here. So, thank you for your comment. Oh, good. The beer's kicking in again. All right. Next one. This is from Doug Friedrich Sen 8004. And this is from the 3-wheel thing is getting on a hand. This is when we demoed the F3. Yeah. So, he says, this guy knows very little about the difference between the RT and the F3. Yep, got it. Once again, I understand. I don't know the differences, okay? Cool. But, I don't know. Maybe I'll go to your videos talking about gold wings, and I can hammer you for not knowing about gold wings. You know? Like, I'm sorry. Once again, I'm going to say this again. You don't go to my demo videos for high-quality content. You kind of go for low budget, mailed in, you know. I'm just going to give you kind of my thoughts. And I don't research things going in. And I kind of do that by design. I just kind of try to approach those videos as someone who doesn't really know about them, going to go check them out. So if you wanted a nice, fancy, high-tech video, guess what? I'm not the guy to do it. I don't have near the subscriber reach to even be considered to go do any demo or any press or anything like that. I'd love to, but the reality is I just don't have the subscribers for it. I'm not big enough for that. And that's just how it is. So this is kind of the low-budget discount crap you get from me. So my apologies, but in the end, you kind of get what you pay for here. All right, number 3. This one's from last month's Comments and Beer. This is from our friend Elvis on a Shark. Thank you once again for checking us out, Elvis on a Shark. And he asks, what is the name of that Dixon that you wore in this video? So my March video, I was wearing a Dixon Crazy Horse flannel. Now, I know what you're thinking. It was basically inspired by Crazy Horse. I don't know if that's the case or not. Honestly, there's no branding for Crazy Horse on it. I'm guessing they just went ahead and designed it. I don't think, or maybe they tried to get in with Crazy Horse, and Crazy Horse went with, you know, the standard. They just don't support that, because in the end, where you're dealing with, because of the whole Bear Butte thing and Sturgis Rally, and there's some issues there between, and obviously the bigger issues of the fact that we're on stolen ground here in the Black Hills. So I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if maybe they did approach Crazy Horse and Crazy Horse told them to kick rocks. And I totally understand why. I don't get it, but because I don't know what that feels like and I don't understand that, but it's, like I said, it makes sense to me, absolutely. But yes, the main reason, that's not the point of it. What I'm trying to get at is, that's what the name of it is. It's Crazy Horse. The main reason I bought it is because it's kind of that green color. That was the first thing that caught me to that, because it's green. I'm a Green Knight. Green, obviously, is one of our big color. So, you know, you see a flannel that was green like that, I thought it looked pretty cool. I mean, honestly, I didn't want another Sturgis flannel because it's the same thing. Like, this is the Sturgis Rally flannel I have here. So, you know, I'm kind of in a mode where I kind of want to kind of start collecting some of the other ones. And like I said, what really drew me to that one was the fact that it was green. That's why I really like it. So if you can find it, I don't know if you'd be able to find it, and I don't know if it's going to be back for Rally next year, but it's the Dixon Crazy Horse flannel. So if that's what you're looking for. Anyways, thanks again for checking us out there, Elvis. Okay, the 4th comment. This is from Clint6432. This is from Something New, Sturgis Rally 2024 demos. That was where we took that RT Sea to Sky. And he said, we would like a turbo, please, Can-Am, Riker, and F3s. And I think, especially on that Riker, a turbo would be absolutely awesome. That would, that'd be so cool. I think you would really get yourself in trouble with it, but I think having a turbo on a Riker would be phenomenal, especially on that little thing. And I think it would probably make an F3 seem like you're on a Riker as well. I think that'd be phenomenal. I think that'd be pretty cool if they did something like that. I'm guessing that Can-Am probably isn't going to do it. You're probably going to have to find some aftermarket or some crazy fool that would do it, but I'd really love to see maybe someone do it. Maybe we should do something crazy like that, buy a Spider someday and turbo it. I don't know, just more things that I'd say I'm going to do, but I'm never going to do. But, because, well, it costs money and you need space to do it. But anyways, thank you for your comment. Thank you for watching Sodak Motorcycle Blog videos, and I hope you keep checking this out. All right, are we to our last one already? We are. So, a lot shorter this month for our comments. So, this is our last comment. Grace, I didn't even make it through half a beer. Oh, well, that's okay. That's okay. I got more to drink later. But anyways, so this is comment number 5. This is from Ed Dale 5557. This is from Something New, Search Rally Demo, same video we did the Sea to Sky. And he says, way too overpriced those, LOL. So, yeah, I get, yeah, anymore, everything's overpriced. I would make the argument that these with the market are not overpriced. They're kind of priced right with the market. And let's be honest, the market for a brand new touring machine, off the line, you're probably looking at that, especially if it's top of the line from factory stock, excluding the CVO, but you're probably looking at that $32,000 to $38,000 price range. That's just kind of the reality of it. Most of them towards 32. Don't know for sure kind of where the pricing is. Obviously you got CVOs and they're in a whole different category, but that's, if you want a brand new touring machine, yep, you're going to have to spend $30,000, which yes, is absolutely crazy. The price you spend for it. It's crazy that to buy, well, I'd say probably what I paid for with my pickup, what I paid for with my when I bought my pickup, we're looking at, that $40,000 price range. And, you can either have a pickup, a fairly new pickup, or you can have a motorcycle. That just kind of floors me a little bit, especially living where we live. Obviously, new pickups are a hell of a lot more, and frankly, that's another thing with the price of everything. It's about to go kind of probably really crazy through the roof. The tariffs are starting to come in now, and eventually everything's going to be probably way too overpriced. I think most of it already is. That's why I am a fan of buying an older motorcycle. It's something you can do your own maintenance on, because once again, I'm really big on DIY maintenance. Speaking of that, I'm going to plug my playlist here. So I got a playlist called Rider's Manual of Common Tasks, and there's a lot of little tasks on there you can do. We got everything from oil changes to coolant changes to what else we got there. We got a few other things, just some basic things every motorcyclist should know. We have one that basically talks about motorcycle maintenance and kind of how to get going on it. But that's one of the advantages of buying older, more used motorcycles, because you can get them for a pretty good price. You can get halfway decent, you can get halfway decent full dresser Harley Davidsons from 2003, 2005 range, and you can get them for under $10,000 now, which that ain't too bad, especially if you want a Harley Davidson. There's so many things you can get now. I'd say this, I think your used market with motorcycles is still pretty solid, still pretty strong. I think there's a lot to be had out there, and if you're patient enough and you're watching enough for what you want, I think you can get plenty of good motorcycles for cheap. I'd say even cheaper than $5,000 if you're paying attention and watching. And I think you might start seeing a little bit more of that as well coming up through here. One downfall is there's some things with an older bike you're going to have to deal with, like everything's going to be pristine. The person who had that motorcycle before you, I guarantee you, will not take care of it as well as you did. That's the rules. That's the reality. I haven't found anything different. owned a used motorcycle yet where the previous owner did a better job of taking care of it than I did. I just haven't, and I don't think I ever will. And it's been that way with vehicles too, same way. But anyways, well, with an exception of one. The pickup I own, my father owned, so, and he's fussier than I am. So that was the one time where I bought a vehicle that the previous owner took better care of it than I did. So it's kind of a rarity. But anyways, that is it for April. So before I let you go, I know you already heard the ad, but I'm gonna plug it one more time. We got memberships to the Sodak motorcycle blog now. So, and like I said, it ain't a lot. I have one tier. It's $2.99 a month. You stay for 1 month. You're gonna get a cool little badge next to your name. It's basically a Sodak motorcycle blog logo, just a way for you to show, yep, see, I'm a member. Also, once again, you get early access to new videos. So when I upload that video to YouTube, you get access to it. Additionally, priority reply to comments. You leave a comment on one of your videos, I will respond to you within 48 hours on that video. You don't have to wait until Comments and Beer to get your response. We're still going to talk about it on Comments and Beer, but you're actually going to get a personalized response right there under your video from yours truly. And that's kind of where we're going to start out. We're going to see how this membership goes. We might expand it, but anyways, like I said, I definitely would appreciate it if you kicked a little bit of, kicked a few bucks to Sodak Motorcycle Blog. Be much appreciated for sure. But anyways, that's all I got on that. So other than that, I'd like to thank you for stopping by the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. Once again, we make weekly motorcycle videos talking about kind of motorcycles in South Dakota and the Black Hills and everything like that and everything in between. But like I said before, videos come out every week. They come up every Thursday. They premiere at 7 o'clock Mountain Time or Denver time on YouTube here. Unless you're a member. If you're a member, well, guess what? You're going to get to see that video probably at least a couple days before. Sometimes I kind of push the limits toward the end, but I usually like to have all the videos in there at least a couple days before. And some of the videos, you may get to see them months ahead of it. So it kind of depends on when I do the videos. But anyways, thank you for stopping by. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you dislike this video, hit the dislike button. Obviously, please leave comments, because that's part of the reason why this show exists. And also, it's good to have comments and feedback. And also, while you're there, why don't you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You can still subscribe for free. You're still getting the same videos for free. It's just if you paid a little extra, you might get a couple extra perks. But anyways, that's all I got. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you later.